My Heart Knows update Thursday 4 November 2021. Atharva continues lying in front of Sahib's whole family that he and Kalyani love each other. Kalyani confronts and warns to stop lying. Kalyani starts emotional drama and tries to convince Malar. Kalyani asks Atharva to give his phone and asks Malar to check his call records and message. He would have messaged his family. Malar checks mobile and says it is empty. Atharva acts that Kalyani is afraid of her family and deletes messages each day. Kalyani confronts him again. Pallavi yells how dare she is to allege her brother and tries to slap Kalyani, but Malar stops her and says she cannot hit Kalyani whether she is guilty or no. Aao Sahib yells they can expect only this from Madhuri's daughter. Rao Sahib yells he had so much faith on his granddaughter, but she broke his trust. Anu says Kalyani is not lying, she knows her very well. Atharva acts and asks if she does not trust him. She says she does not know. But Kalyani's true tears say she is not lying. Kalyani walks to Godavari's room and angrily throws pillows, shouting, "How can Atharva lie?" Godavari tries to calm her. Her father enters and warns Kalyani not to touch his daughter and throws her bag out, shouting he will not let her stay in his daughter's room. Anu takes Kalyani to her room. Kalyani thanks her for trusting her and will not break her trust in life. Anu asks her to sleep now. They both fall asleep. Atharva speaks to his girlfriend and says he can go to any extent for her. Now Anu trusts Kalyani blindly. He will break Anu's trust tonight. He walks into Anu's room and spraying hypnotic spray around room, saying they will not wake up till morning. He lifts Kalyani and takes her to his room. Anu wakes up in the morning and sees Kalyani missing. He walks to Atharva's room and sees Kalyani sleeping there. Atharva acts and says Kalyani was nervous last night, so she came and slept in his arms. Here, Anu throws water on Kalyani and wakes her up. Kalyani asks why is she in Atharva's room. Atharva says Kalyani herself came into his room and slept on his arms. Kalyani confronts, but Atharva continues lying. Anu yells Kalyani broke her trust. Atharva says Kalyani was dismissed from college when she was caught kissing him. Kalyani confronts, but Anu asks yes or not. Kalyani says yes. Kalyani says she cannot trust her anymore and drags her from there. Atharva smirks at Kalyani. Anupriya goes to bank to withdraw her FD for Kalyani's marriage. Manager says Anupriya is dead and shows dead certificate saying Anu's family submitted it. Anu pleads that she is Anu, but manager asks her to any proof and get out till then, else he will kick her out. At home, Kalyani, holding Atharva's phone, thinks why did not Atharva get his girlfriend's message, maybe because he did not message her yet. Atharva walks out nervously with cot in his pocket. Kalyani follows him and sees him nursing a shawl-dorn lady's injuring, worried for her. She records video and, walking in front of Atharva, says his truth is out, she will show video to whole family. She is shocked to see servant instead of girlfriend. Atharva smirks and says auntie got injured, so he nursed her. Kalyani says he will be caught soon. He smirks and leaves. Servant informs Kalyani that he saw Anu crying in a bank and staff misbehaving with her. Kalyani rushes to bank and sees manager pushes Anu out and yelling on her. She lifts Anu and confronts manager how dare he is to push a lady. She can file police complaint for that. Manager yells this lady is calling herself as Anupriya and wants to withdraw dead person's money for some Kalyani's wedding. Kalyani gets emotional and this is Anupriya, he cannot deny that. Manager asks to bring Aadhaar card or any other proof. Kalyani throws ink on his face and asks if he has proof that she threw ink on him. Anu takes her from there limping. Kalyani insists to fix her feet. Anu resists. Kalyani sleeps on floor in. Says Madhuri used to say same, but used to give up. Anu gives up. Kalyani removes thorn from Anu's foot. They both reach home next. Anu is busy in kitchen when Pallavi walks in and gives list of dowry items, saying if she wants Kalyani married to Atharva, she has to give all these. Anu says, how will she arrange so much money? Pallavi says that is her problem and leaves. Kalyani enters next and says Anu can use her guardianship papers to prove she is Anupriya. Anu boasts she knew about it and thinks Kalyani has changed so much. Earlier she troubled her and now is helping her. Instead, Atharva meets his girlfriend at night and says he had to hide from Kalyani and meet her. He then is shocked to see Kalyani instead, who shows his confession video and says she will show it to family. He warns to return it to her, pushes her on ground, steps on her hand and breaks her mobile with stone. He then is about to hit her with stone when Sampada enters and slaps Atharva and warns how dare he is to hurt Kalyani. She saw everything and would inform family. Kalyani says he came here to meet his girlfriend and she has proof now, thinks Sampada can help her expose Atharva. Sampada takes injured Kalyani home and complains that Atharva trashed Kalyani. Ao Sahib calls Kalyani near her and presses Kalyani's injured hand tightly. Kalyani shouts in pain and pleads to leave her. Anu rescues Kalyani. Atharva returns home. Sampada says Atharva cannot deny that he hit Kalyani. Atharva says he had to as Kalyani was trying to get intimate with even after warning that they are getting married in 3 days and she should wait. Kalyani confronts him and asks to stop lying. Ao Sahib says she knew it is Kalyani's mistake as she is Madhuri's daughter and mistakes are in her blood. Kalyani warns her to dare not drag her mother in this and asks if Ao Sahib never did a mistake in life. She insults Anu so much. Ao Sahib tries to hit Kalyani, but Anu rescues her and takes her to room. In room, Anu asks Kalyani to tell exactly what happened. Kalyani says she will not as Anu will not trust her at all. Their argument starts. Kalyani leaves. Next morning, Pallavi walks to Anu with dowry list and yells at her to arrange all this and even transfer her land into her name if she wants Kalyani married to Atharva. Anu asks how can she get so much money. Pallavi continues yelling. Kalyani reaches outside home with women organization and shout that Ao Sahib is demanding dowry. Ao Sahib walks out with family. Kalyani drags Atharva and says this is the man who tortured her. Pallavi says she is lying. Kalyani says Pallavi is Atharva's sister and is lying instead. She demanded 10 lakhs dowry from here. Where will she get so much money from? She puts slipper garland on Pallavi. Pallavi shouts what rubbish is this? Kalyani asks if she did not ask dowry. She then says there is one more biggest culprit. Everyone look at Ao Sahib, but Kalyani points at Anupriya and says she is hands in glove with Pallavi and is forcing her to marry Atharva. Ao Sahib shouts Purna Viram and shouts to call police. Malar enters in his jeep and says Kalyani has filed police complaint against Atharva for physically harassing her and Pallavi and Anupriya for seeking dowry. He sends women organization lady and says he can arrest Pallavi for seeking dowry and warns Atharva he can put him behind bars for harassing a girl and will not spare him next time. He then warns Pallavi again if someone begs dowry, they get pennies and not daughter. If she dares again to ask dowry, she will be behind bars. Kalyani tears Anu's fake certificates and don't need them, it is proved she is alive. She thanks Malar for teaching Atharva and Pallavi a lesson and helping Anupriya. Anu asks why she helped her when she was angry last night. Kalyani says she was acting like Anu cares for her. But acts. Anu pushes her and says she is from village and cannot understand city people's oversmartness, she is just guarding Kalyani till she turns 18. Malar says Anu is not seeing that. He sees Anu is not childless after Kalyani came in her life. Anu and Kalyani stand surprised.